10th Planet Austin.
And we're floating.
What's up, everybody?
In the most peculiar way. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Tempe ATX Radio. I'm your co-host, Curtis motherfucking Hembroth, as everyone calls me.
And I'm your co-host for today, Priscilla.
Nogi motherfucking Pris.
That's right.
I guess we're cussing today. We're gonna cuss a whole lot. We're fresh off of a awesome day. Priscilla just got out of kids class where she killed it, but more importantly, she just got done with EBI.
That's right.
And we want to talk about that, and we're going to talk about all the badass stuff that happened last weekend. We're going to run down some of the matches, if I could figure out what was going on right here. No, here we are.
We're live.
Yes.
That's our face.
So, guys, real quick, let's thank Tonka Bar. If you're not eating Tonka Bar, you're probably not a warrior. Tonka Bars are made for warriors, by warriors. It's warrior food. It's what warriors eat. And if you're swinging kettlebells and battle roping the fuck out of shit, and what else do you do? Mace swings, and you're choking people in jiu-jitsu. You're beating the shit out of the bag in Muay Thai. You're probably only missing Tonka Bars. That's probably the only thing you need in your life.
Mm-hmm. Some On-It supplements.
Well, you're already doing On-It supplements, I'm assuming, if you're doing all that. So that's the other thing you want to add to your life is On-It supplements if you're not already. If you're already adding supplements, next time you purchase your On-It supplements, be sure to use code TEMPEATX because my mom gets a check every single time. My mom loves her On-It checks. So you make sure you use that code.
Hook a mama up.
She needs to be proud of me for something. Another sponsor here is the On-It Gym, where we are sitting, where our butts are placed right now. The beautiful On-It Gym in Austin, Texas. And, man, if you haven't visited us,
top of the line.
Figure it out, man. You got to make the pilgrimage. Get your butt down here. Come check out all the cool people. I know ESIC will be excited to see you. Every time you walk in here, Primal Soldier is going to be waiting. You talk to him right away. He's
Christian.
Christian's
going to be ready to
looking
some durability.
Super mobile. It doesn't matter who you are. Break dancers, basketball players, movie stars, everybody. I was going to say something else, but I'll pass. Come to On-It Academy, On-It Gym. Come visit us. Enough of the ads.
All right.
Priscilla's here, and we all know Priscilla as this girl who just does those warm-up videos. And do you even really do jiu-jitsu, or do you just do those videos where you kind of put your butt up in the air and you wear tight pants and you roll around?
It's jiu-jitsu, and it comes out in competitions.
Oh, so you do compete then?
Yes.
So this year you got your Naga belt and you got an EBI competition win. Congratulations, Priscilla.
Thank you, Curtis.
I won't tease you anymore.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Really? Yeah, I'm super proud, man. A lot of people think that, or not a lot. I think a lot of people know that you're not playing around. The videos are just a flow that you're doing. Yeah, you've done them on the beach a few times. People don't let that go. I guess we don't either. But it's way more than that. It just shows that you can do them any place, anywhere, anytime, on any stage, and you did that at EBI.
Mm-hmm.
How'd it feel?
Felt really good. I'm sad that it ended the way it did, but I'm happy with the moves I got to perform.
What did you think of your training camp? Talk about that. What was that like?
I thought it was different than I've ever really prepared for a match before. Like, I started lifting more weights with you and building strength, and that was different. Going out to LA and training with Eddie and Marvin.
That was crucial, huh?
That was crucial. Getting like solid roles with all of the 10PHQ girls and just really testing out the game with other people who know the game I'm playing.
Totally. How many reps do you even know?
Hours of reps. I don't even know. That first weekend alone, it was like at least like
hundreds and
thousands of reps.
Millions of reps. That's what it takes. So what about building up to the event? How does it feel like knowing that it's going to come, knowing that you got to compete at EBI?
So like anybody, I'm going to get nervous. I'm going to feel those butterflies in my tummy. But this time around, I chose to turn that into like really just like understand that I'm just super grateful to be on the stage that I'm on.
That's a
So
cool way to look at it.
anytime that I get nervous, I'm like, I'm not nervous, I'm grateful, and I'm excited for this opportunity. So that helped me a lot, for sure, in prepping, just getting my mind right. And you know, that's like the first question anybody asks you. Oh, are you nervous?
What
So
kind
I'm
of
like, no.
pressures do you feel? Is it like, do you worry about letting yourself down, letting other people down?
Probably just
Pooping.
both. You know, farting on stage, like I tend to do that in class, so I'm like,
Oh no.
what if it happens on live TV? No. I think just going out there and like, oh, it's all on me for like this moment. It's like a lot of pressure, but it's pressure because I want to do good. I don't want to fail. But I think just even getting past the fear part and just putting myself out there is like,
it's huge. It's
huge.
crazy to have. You're fortunate to have that level of experience at this stage in the game, and I feel like it's going to serve you very well in future competitions. So you're out. Yeah, you're sitting there on the stage. You're the special match before the finals of EBI. That one was pretty awesome. What's it like sitting up there?
I was just breathing. I was just like, just trying not to like get too. I don't know. Like,
did Eddie say anything to you before you stepped out, or who was there? Master Vic was there.
Eddie was there, and I just kept waiting for him to tell me something. I don't remember if he did. I think he just gave me a nod, and I was like, "Doing this for you.
Gonna go out there and
for
get
all
this.
of you." 10P warm-ups.
So what was the game plan going out there?
I knew I was gonna Imanari.
Yep.
Like I practiced like a few.
You did. You didn't even wait. You didn't even.
As soon as I felt the contact, I was like, I'm not ready. I don't want to feel her take me where she wants to take me. I'm going to like just
go where you want to go.
Where I want to go.
I gotcha.
And then she did a good job like defending the legs, which that was cool. She like
kicky. I remember
she was
that.
very like kicky. She like grabbed onto my leg, so I couldn't really like clinch her leg. And then I tried some pummeling. Then I was like, all right, just got to get up and pass. I'm like passing midway, and I think you yelled out Kimura. So like I thought I saw the Kimura there, and then I went for it before I completed the pass, and I think that's when I got swept. So she swept me, and then she ends up with like a head and arm, and I'm like, what do I do with my hands? I'm like, I forgot what I need to do.
Frame.
And so like I'm like pimp arming, and then I'm like this arm like. I feel like you're saying I'm in trouble, but I don't feel like I'm in trouble.
Your arm was on the wrong side of the head.
Yeah, my arm was on the wrong side of my head. So finally I get my hands together. My lockdown was already in by then. And then I'm like whipping down or whipping
up.
No, I whipped down. I really didn't have to. I whipped up a little bit to get my frame back in, but I whipped down, and then I'm whipping back up.
So I'm saying on the whip ups when you injured her.
Oh yeah, the whip up is when I injured her. And I'm looking at the video. She puts her hand in the guard, so I'm not sure if like having that extra lever in there. You can see the leg
turn. You can see the leg turn in an unnatural way from the thigh, on the video.
And I wasn't stressing. Like you can see my face. I'm like just moving through the transition, and then midway, I just hear the pop. I hear her scream, and I like let go. Just like no.
Laura's an awesome chick. She trains very hard. I know she worked really hard for this match. She's married to a black belt. She's got a school. She's an instructor herself, not far from here. We share some students, so some of the kids that we train also train at their school. Really awesome people, and we're grateful that she took the match. It sucks that it ended that way. I know you're stoked to have the win, but we definitely wanted to showcase the skill set more. But we'll have more opportunity. You'll have more opportunity. And we look forward to seeing you back on the stage at EBI, I'm sure, or all the other pro shows that are out there.
For sure.
You kind of leapfrogged on Invitational. I feel like you turned your nose up at us or something like that. You're like, oh,
it's not the way it went
EBI's
down.
calling.
When Eddie calls,
you're like, hold on. EBI's calling. Just hold. And it's one of those holds that you never came back.
Can I do the next On Invitational?
We'll see. You got to apply.
All right.
You got to write down. Let's talk about the On Invitational. What a cool show. I think it was their best one yet. Everyone pulled together so awesome. To see the team come together, it was a lot of students that were in the production.
Yeah.
We still have some on it staff, and huge shout out to Ryan Giles, Ivan, some of the other staff that put in all the work. Obviously, Andrew Craig, he does everything.
Yeah,
He does it all.
On it Invitational 6 was awesome. The super fight card.
Yeah, we stat the super fight card. We played off the 6 number a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't accidental that it was like that. Mostly Dave's idea for that one. And the fights were kicked off by Brother Salgado, or Refugio Brother Salgado, who came out, and really proud of him stepping up, leading off a huge match, a huge show. He did great. You guys can take your kids to train with him at Tempe ATX with Priscilla.
Yes.
And they don't treat them like kids. They treat them like, I don't know, futuristic warriors that they're training the highest level technique to. So that's what you see at Tempe ATX Kids, and that's what you saw with Brother. He showed composure. He passed. He controlled.
Got the Kimura armbar.
Kimura armbar, and then Kimura triangle armbar.
Triangle armbar.
Yeah, so he had some really good transitions, and he just showed what our jiu-jitsu was all about. Next up, though, we started with the 115-pound bracket, and really all I want to talk about in that one is Tachnival comes out and wins, but then Natalie comes out and gets the fastest submission of the night early in the show, set the bar really high or really low, however you want to call it.
Textbook dark
yeah,
arts.
straight up dark arts. Natalie's a beast. Her whole family, a good portion of her family is in attendance, front row. So they got to see a really awesome match, setting up that final. And I think that was an overtime victory from Tachiva. Super awesome match. Both those women just did awesome in the tournament. And we'll look forward to seeing them both back again.
That one was a big loss to time, right?
Yeah, I think it was fastest escape. I apologize if I mess up. There's lots of matches. The next bracket was the 125-pound tournament, and late step in Mona Bailey showed tremendous composure. She came out with stone cold killer written on her face and hits a triangle on her first opponent, gets that tap, gets that win. Didn't blink. I don't think she blinked at all. Just raised her hand, walked off. Not a drop of sweat. And then Donna Gonzalez from HQ, part of the old Mat Therapy podcast team. She came out, represented. I think she had a tough position in that one, ended up maybe mounted, but fought back for the win. I think she got the sub in that one as well, setting up the final for her and Mona. And that was a battle of two awesome athletes, man. Mona, definitely a huge up-and-coming athlete. That was a breakout performance for her. But in the end, Donna got the best of her. And that was also an overtime match, if I remember correctly. Do you?
I don't.
Man, too many good matches. Overtime, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Donna Gonzalez for the win.
Go Donna.
And then when we had the 135-pound bracket, and that was really all about SMA West.
She
submitted
submitted all of her opponents.
Yeah.
Walked out with the most cash.
Yep.
$1,000.
She is a beast. She trains at the Darkland, congratulations, Darkland. You guys are opening up a new school. Never was a doubt about that. Darkland's a local jiu-jitsu school here. They were at Eastside Austin Elite, and Darkland was a school within that school. Eastside Austin Elite closed, but obviously, you know how jiu-jitsu is, man. We stick together. Blood's way thicker than water, and the home is where the mats are, and they kept the mats going. They kept that going at Zilker Brewing.
Yeah, and the fact that she was able to be so
train
successful and train through that period where she didn't have her home,
shout out to her team.
Super impressive.
I know they're also Paragon affiliates, so I think Paragon had a lot of some part in that. But SMA, what a beastly performance! Congrats on becoming the 135-pound on invitational champion. Congrats to all the competitors. I mean, again, Natalie, Alexandra, awesome finals. Alexandra, congrats on the 115. Donna, what a beast at 125. And then SMA West. Man, she came through and crushed at 135. But that was to be expected. SMA has done super awesome at the local tournaments. Did really well at the Kumite. So, I didn't have any doubt that she would do well there.
For sure.
We look forward to seeing a whole lot more of her.
145.
Well, there was also, we had a break in there. We had Jacob Harris and Brandon Gutierrez had a super fight. Now, Brandon Gutierrez beat Caleb Johnson for this opportunity to fight Jacob Harris. And it's weird when you got these teenagers, man. Like Jacob Harris is 16 or 17 now. Brandon Gutierrez is like 18 or 19 or something like that. And damn, if they're still not growing. Gutierrez came like from the match Caleb, and then seeing him again, dude, like a different kid. He like put on some serious size, had a little bit of trouble making weight. So him and Jacob was pretty awesome match. Jacob gave what seemed like a lot of size, and it was an action-packed match that went to overtime, where Jacob finished him with a rear naked choke and then got out before Brandon could fuck with him.
Yeah, that was a
Super
tough match
impressive,
for
man.
Jacob, but awesome entertainment for us.
Yeah, don't let Jacob Harris on your back. He will break your fucking neck or choke you out, but don't let that kid on your back. What a beast. Super proud of you, Jacob. Always proud of you too, Brandon. Awesome showing. Both of you guys are obviously very worthy of being on a center stage on the big show, so we look forward to having you guys back. The 145. Sonya, man.
Peterson.
Sonya Peterson. Teenage superstar out of John's Gym under Travis Moore. She's no joke. You had her in competition before, and she had some good moments against you as well, so you know that
yeah, she
that
had
Sonya,
me mounted for a while.
Yeah, Sonya's got some game.
She's strong.
She takes the sport super seriously. She trains really hard, and she overcame some tough spots because her first match was against Lindsey Bryant.
They went to overtime.
Yeah, Lindsey Bryant's got a mohawk. She's came from like Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't here to fuck around, man. She came out and she put it on Sonya, and Sonya weathered the storm. That went to overtime, and Sonya won the overtime battle there.
Mm-hmm.
She goes up against, who was the finals match? That was Emily.
That girl from Louisiana.
Oh, Jamie Prescott.
Jamie Prescott.
Yeah, versus Sonya. Another back and forth match, overtime.
Mm-hmm. Was it overtime?
Or did Sonya get her?
I think Sonya got her.
Sonya, if you got her, I apologize. Either way, congratulations on being the champ of the 145-pound division. And no doubt you'll be back. Look forward to seeing you come train. And then Marvin Castell, Dennis Dombrow. Whoa.
Ooh.
Heat, fire, energy. That one it went to like into the sidelines. Both of them were kind of like coming at each other pretty good. Dennis got caught up in some crazy spots. Marvin's got some super long legs. Had that triangle from like the 50-50 position, I think.
Yeah, the triangle.
Sergio's hit that before
was
in tournament.
cool. He
Didn't
almost had that.
finish that one, but then ended up shooting the X on him. And then Dennis got out of that, but I can't remember how it finished up. Inside heel hook from Marvin is what I remember the close being.
Yeah, it might have finished with the X again, but I love that Marvin goes out there and just really shows his system, like the stuff that he does, and he tested on pretty much everyone, and
it works, man. Marvin's stuff works. I've been using it. It's awesome to have in your arsenal. Go to Dark Arts. Just go to Dark Arts, guys.
It's got like 20 spots left.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense not to.
July.
155-pound tournament. Pretty clear who the person we want to talk about there is. The Bartek Ketra.
Oh, yes.
Or Ketra Bartek. Or however you want to say it. She's a palindrome, I think is how you call it.
Yes.
No matter which direction you write her name, it says the same thing.
Would she get Klesi with an armbar?
She armbarred Klesi, then she, the finals, I can't remember how she closed that out, but she's a Gracie Hugh Maita brown belt.
That other chick she was against is tough.
Yeah.
What was her name?
So Ketra went against Janae.
Cox.
And then, Madeline Fernandez and Ketra. Madeline Fernandez were in the finals. Madeline took out Janae, and then Madeline, super strong showing against Ketra, but ultimately Ketra got the win, and Ketra is now the 155-pound champ. Congratulations, Ketra.
She's an On-It World Open champ and an On-It Invitational champ.
Yeah, man. It's cool to see. I mean, that's what this is all about. It's about building the platforms to showcase the best competitors, and we're stoked to see awesome athletes on top of those platforms. Up next was, we had Patrick Miller, Kyle Kingsbury. Patrick Miller always competing. Kyle Kingsbury getting back in the game. And I worked with Kyle prior to this. I've worked with Patrick before. I knew this would be a good match, and it came down to overtime and escape time. And Patrick just had the edge on the experience there. Kyle's been training with me a couple months now, but Patrick's been training for EBI overtime for at least a year and a half, and that's what it came down to. It came down to a quick escape by Patrick for the win. Mm-hmm. For the most part, it was a wrestling match. You guys, if you know Patrick Miller, if you watch, he's going to shoot a low single. I'm sorry I'm calling you out, Patrick, but you know that's your favorite shit. Good match, guys. Congrats to Patrick Miller. And then the final, or the heavyweight tournament with the women. Do you remember how that went down?
Yes. Who do we got?
Nina Kutro was, I think, expected to win. But Jessica Guidry, I think it was ultimately who won. Right?
I think so, yeah.
And that was some seriously heated battles there. The absolute women's division is going to be tough. If you guys want to be in the absolute women's division, let me know, man. Hit email jiu-jitsu it on it. We want to make that the baddest thing in the world. I feel like that's going to be the next place to showcase like the coolest jiu-jitsu. I mean, EBI absolutes obviously is going to be always kind of reigning supreme up there, but women's absolutes will be pretty badass. Looking forward to seeing that. So the reigning champ, though, I think is Jessica Guidry. Man, she had a tough battle. The weight range there was like 165 to like 215.
Mm-hmm. And so the next invitational, we're going to be crowning a
105. That was a one weight class we didn't have on Invitational 6 was the 105 weight class. So that will be at the next one. We haven't nailed down the date, but it's going to be during South by Southwest. So if you're coming to Austin to check out all the cool South by Southwest experiences, you're in luck because you can come watch on Invitational 7. And we're going to no doubt have some really cool super fights. Yeah. And I'm expecting a pretty cool crowd at that one. That time of year here is really awesome.
For sure going to sell out.
Yes. Danny Castillo, Jamie Varner was our co-main event. Both of these guys are I think they're both WC veterans. Jamie was a WC superstar, whereas Danny was in the UFC more so. They were always kind of in a position where they could have fought but never actually did. And, they're a little bit past their MMA careers, but the sport of sub-only jiu-jitsu has allowed them to have that match. And damn, they went at it. What'd you think? You remember that?
Yeah, that was a lot of wrestling as well, right?
A lot of aggressive wrestling. To see two MMA guys. There were some good takedowns, man. Really good firemen's. Some high-quality wrestling. They hit the ground a few times. Danny's the alpha male coach, the wrestling coach over there. And Jamie Varner is a wrestling coach for a high school team right now. So they're both kind of like, we're sharp on that. Jamie was super stoked to be competing again. Now, Danny, if you've been watching the Invitational, been in it a few times, but Jamie hasn't competed in a while. And to see him after the matches and to see the energy, he was pumped. A fighter hasn't fought in a while to get back in there and get that little taste. Oh my gosh. It was awesome. So yeah, congrats to Danny Castillo on winning that one in overtime. That's how it went down, right? Yes. But both of you guys, love to have you back. Then the main event, whoa. Mike Chiesa versus Carlos Diego Ferreira, two active UFC fighters, and holy shit, they brought it, man. That match was just fireworks.
Definitely.
Chiesa brought it at him, but Diego looked like he had just a little bit more of a step on every transition.
Crazy gas tanks.
Yeah, and I was really impressed with their gas tanks. Yeah. Those guys are huge, by the way. If you're thinking that these are 155-pound people, they're not. Look around at your friends that are 155. They're twice as fucking big as those dudes. Chiesa was gigantic. Diego Ferreira was gigantic. I have no clue how those dudes are making 155. Not sure what they weighed in, but they were both weighing in over 180. And they were stout dudes and super light and fast.
Mm-hmm. Cannonballing into the crowd.
Jesus.
That was I was affected.
Yeah, man. Times, thank you for everyone who sits in the front row. That we're gonna move the seats back. We gotta move them back a little bit, make a little more space, so we can have a cameraman kind of in front of people. Just a little more safety.
Was the first time we had alcohol at the event?
Yeah,
How did that
we
go?
had alcohol.
Did you sense the crowd a little bit more active?
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what was
enthusiastic,
going on. Thank you to our catering company. They were cool. Thank you for guys keeping it under control. Again, congrats to Diego on his. Hey, Dave, we just switched back to you. I just saw your face.
Technical difficulties.
There's another man in the room with us. His name is Dave Shriva.
Hey, Dave, have we received any questions or
Yeah.
anything like that
Frank
from
Barker
people?
says hi.
Frank Bwaka, what's up,
Shout
buddy?
out to Frank Barca.
You need to come over here, man. I know next time. I know the United States is a bit of a hassle, but come through Texas. Love to have you. And I want to go to Australia. Who doesn't? We on track? No, we're not, because we forgot to talk about EBI. So, man, on Invitational killed it, and then right away we're moving mats, moving logos, tearing down things, setting things up, cleaning. I had to brush my teeth, take a shower.
I'm surprised you had time to brush your teeth and all of that.
We did it all. My hair was straightened for a while there. And then it was time for
tacos.
EBI. We had weigh-ins that next morning for you. You had to go weigh in. You're the only girl there. Luckily, they let you weigh in pretty quick.
Well, Laura was there.
Yeah, Laura was there. We were waiting on some other athletes. 9 a.m. at the hotel. Hit those weigh-ins. Went and started hydrating. Came and set up for EBI all day.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. Had a production crew here, a production truck here. And I thought, OI6, we have a pretty good production, but EBI is a little bit bigger. Kind of gave us something to aspire to. And then the story of that show, if you don't know already, was obviously Craig Jones and Gordon Ryan in the finals. Gordon Ryan marched his way through, had an overtime victory on the way, but for the most part was pretty dominant. Craig Jones was even more dominant. Fast submissions. They get to the finals. Gordon looks like a fucking ogre compared to him. It's David and Goliath story going on, and Goliath prevailed, man. The king withstood a crazy armbar, deep ass armbar, only to come back and strangle Craig Jones as Danaher. I love how Danaher always calls it strangleholds. It's never rear naked choke. It's always strangle.
That was insane.
That was insane.
I yelled, oh, like 10 times before Gordon got out of that armbar.
Yeah, that was it was like slow motion. It was a long ass time. Man, props to Gordon on withstanding that. I don't know that many people's arms would have withstood. I'm sure most arms in Craig Jones's armbar like that are gonna snap. But somehow he didn't. He got right back behind Craig and slapped it on him. Fucking closed the door on that one. EBI 14 champion Gordon Ryan. That's like 4 or 5 belts for that dude. Then he goes and beats Yuri the next day, man. There's a couple guys on a roll, man. Him, his brother. Marvin did that this last weekend too. He went fight to win, and then OI6
in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's what's cool about jiu-jitsu, man. They let you do it all back to back. You can't do that in MMA. I mean, you could, but I'm sure people did. Not anymore, though.
You can't really like plan for that in MMA. Like you don't know. Like Grant, you're confident, but you don't know that you're gonna be 100% to fight the next day. Jiu-jitsu, there's like a chance you might
as long as
not
you
be
tap appropriately,
good.
you should be good. But yeah. So upcoming events, what's going on? As far as the team goes, don't come in this weekend, guys. We're closed filming. Get ready for mid-January San Antonio. Christmas party is this weekend. We're going to have a ball. Probably going to be 6 to 9. Probably going to be down on Rainy Street. We'll confirm later. Look in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Blake is doing a lot better. For those of you guys who helped out with Blake, man, we appreciate it. He's conscious, awake, smiling, doing
Liking
photos,
stuff
sent
on
me a
Instagram.
text. So it's really cool to hear. I'm glad to hear that, Blake. We're going to keep sending our prayers, though. Yeah, just Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah. All the other things before I say something stupid. Just leave it at those two. What else, Priscilla? Just giggles? Any interesting stories? Jeremy and Roman. Can't give you guys enough props. Dude, we almost had this huge screen fiasco. and this projector fiasco, we added so much new lighting to the gym that it's too powerful for the projector. So you're trying to shine a projector at a flashlight. How does that work? Doesn't work. So we had to go we were like, fuck. Everyone's tripping out, like, how are we going to do EBI? And Jeremy gets on the phone and just somehow talks some dude into giving us a projector. I mean, we paid for it, but still.
A projector or
a projector
screen?
And a screen, super high level, like concert status, made to burn a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying? That kind of projector. And saved the day on that. Roman was running around picking up generators.
Assembling things.
Taking care of Master Vic's women needs. Just joking, Master Vic.
Shout out to Tempe.
Dude, how ripped
team,
is
man.
Master Vic, by the way? He just had like a birthday in Shanghai. I could not believe how jacked
good.
that dude was. Who else? We got to see everybody this weekend, man. That was the cool. Love the tournament. Congrats to all the winners. Hanging out with my friends like Donna, Marvin, Jeremiah. Like, there's.
Brian.
I could just spend the next 20 minutes listing names, man. But thank you all for coming out and just helping make everything so awesome. Jacob and Gabe, you guys were, spent a lot of time on the mats with my team. I appreciate that. And that's just keep in mind, there's a constant open invitation to come out to 10th Planet Austin. My doors are always open. My mats are always open. I need you guys to come out here. My students need more than just me. And we want more. We want all the technique. So come out here. Give us your best shit.
Yes.
We love it. Dave, anything else we forgot? Eat your Tonka bars. Drink your Alpha Brain. Dude, I was at Sprouts the other day, and I'm just going to make sure they got their shit in stock. Okay, there's the T+. They got, or the Total Strength. There's the Alpha Brain. And what is this? A tub of Alpha Brain.
A tub of Alpha Brain
Instant. A tub of Alpha Brain Instant.
Instant.
If you got a Sprouts near you, you have access to powdered Alpha Brain. Like, you can go Tony Montana on that shit, man.
Scoop it.
Scoop that stuff. Add it to everything. I bet you could put Alpha Brain in your shampoo. Would that work, Dave?
Sounds delicious.
I don't know if you should eat it after you do. It's for your hair.
Some certs.
Oh, yeah. That's all right. Thank you, John. Or Dave. John Wolf would like to invite you to join him at one of the many Onnit certifications that are going on worldwide. So you can not only come to the Onnit Academy and study with the best fitness professionals in the game, but you can have the Onnit Academy professionals come to your city, your academy. Currently, there's a calendar of events throughout the U.S., all the big cities, but you're welcome to come here, or you're welcome to reach out to us, and we'll come to you. Onnit certifications, become certified in Mace, Club, Barbell, all the real shit. Don't just go on YouTube and look at some guy that clearly is injecting oil into his arms and go, that's how I'm supposed to swing a mace. I don't know if anyone's actually doing that. Come here and learn from the mace master yourself. Like, yeah. You could go watch Eddie Bravo videos, or you could go study under Eddie Bravo. I recommend studying under Eddie Bravo. Dark Arts.
Dark Arts. We're going to have a retreat
Mace
coming
certs.
up.
Yeah.
In like May or June.
Yeah. It's too many things.
Yoga and jiu-jitsu retreat. So keep your ears out and open for that. Cool.
Other than that, you guys have a safe, happy holiday. We'll be back next week.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime,
Before Christmas.
I think next week's dropping, I think Lupe, if he hasn't been out already. Who's coming up next on the guest list?
Would you like to have like Matthew Hobart? I was thinking about
Oh,
him.
Matt Hobart would be a good guest. Michael
UFC.
Plaster's coming up.
Michael Plaster.
I got to get John Wolf on here. So, I mean, look at that guy.
John
Wolf has been dieting for this photo shoot, and he looks shredded.
And John Wolf is the chief fitness officer.
They know who John Wolf is.
Do they all know?
They know who John Wolf is. The Wolf.
You don't know now.
Kind of like, he's exactly like that guy in Pulp Fiction. Exactly like that. You fuck up and you kill someone in your car. You drive to your friend's house and you got a bloody body in your garage and you're not sure what to do, and your friend's wife's going to come home and freak the fuck out. Yes. You call your boss, and then your boss sends the wolf. The boss, and you'll be like, hey, I need help. And then they go, we're sending the wolf. And that's all you had to say.
Okay, this is going on too long.
What?
Let's wrap it up. We got class.
Whatever, Priscilla. We got plenty of time before
we
class.
do? Okay.
You're obviously not a Pulp Fiction fan.
That's way beyond my time.
It's a classic movie that people from all generations should watch. If you haven't watched it, go back and get some Pulp Fiction in your life. All right, we'll wrap it up then, Priscilla. Since you're feeling.
It just seems like it's dying down.
She's
a little
blushing.
bit.
That's the real problem. We love you guys. Till next time. This has been 10 PATX Radio.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.